but it's like a Reaper with it. Your medevac timing is slightly slower, but it's not a big deal. So yeah. So I'm going to explain precisely like why I left my units here, when, etc. So you don't lose the stupid drop play, but you can do the drop play, right? So I Reaper Scout. This is important. I saw 2 gas right away. He 1-rax Expo to 2 gas. So when you see that players are going fast gas or a lot of gas or factory, you have to keep in mind that they're going to have a starport. Like that's the ultimate tier 3, right, for Terran. So if they have a starport, that means they can drop. Like if you drop, they can drop. Like they're going to have their medevac early. So after you do your initial drop, you want to put your defenses here to anticipate his drop, because it's a mirrored matchup. Whatever you're doing, they can do like the same thing. It may be a different build, but it's the same goal, right? That's an important part. So remember, medevacs are drop units, they're not heal. Now all my new units, aside from this bunker, will be here in the high ground, because if he went to the same build, like okay, like if I completely have no idea what he's doing, and his medevac was like here maybe, I need to anticipate the drop, right? So I need to put my units here in the high ground to prepare for that. Now I got my gases quicker than him, so my medevac attack will come earlier. But if he does the same exact build as me, I need to prepare the same exact response. So yeah. You're saying that I should not be dropping at lower level players, but that is how you should be playing at all levels, from low, medium, and high. Like, you have to have the mentality that medevacs are not healers. Medevacs are not healers. You can make them healers, but they shouldn't, or they originally weren't healers. They were meant so that you can do drop attacks, so you can multi-prong harass. That's what Terran bioplay is practically about. You need to get the idea in your head that medevacs shouldn't heal. In fact, if they didn't heal at all, players will completely have the thought and concept in mind that they're drop units, not healers. And if that was the case, they would play aggressively with them. But because they have this healing capability, players they forget what the purpose of medevacs are, right? So think about it. This opponent had absolutely no idea I was going to drop. He hardly scouted me. That's a start. Second, his defenses were up front. Defense up front is natural for any race, but if you don't know what the enemy is doing, how do you know you have to put defenses up here? You're obviously punishing his mistake. So that's what I mean. But for me, I'm doing my reaction too. I had my Widow Mines here. I had my Marines here because in case if he does a drop attack, right? I'm not the only one who can do a drop attack. Other Terrans can do drop attacks too. So you need to anticipate that and intercept it. So that's bronze. What do you expect? Okay. Alright, so now we are up to the next level. No gold, whatnot. The decision making. Alright. Alright, this is the problem that a lot of players have. Like, like let's say a diamond level versus a GM. The diamond level will shit in his pants because he gets mad scared, he gets nervous, he'd be like, oh, what do I do? He's a grandmaster. No, he's a pro gamer. I'm going to lose that player. And all of a sudden, because you have that mentality, your decision making changes. Now, if your decision making changes, you're not going to play your best. You're going to play something completely wonky that you're not feeling your comfort zone. And that is a problem because if you're not playing the way you're supposed to be playing, you're probably not going to win because you have like zero experience in that sense. So let's say I'm doing my normal drop play, right? And I'm thinking, oh, this guy's super good. So I'm gonna play really defensive, not doing my drop play because he might kill me. Well, that's the problem. You didn't do any drop play because of that, so thus you're going to lose, right? I'm GM. So yeah, that's the mentality problem people have. That's why it shouldn't even matter what league you're doing. Like, right now I'm on silver, right? You should not give a shit who your opponent is. Just play the way you're supposed to play. Your decision making, follow it, textbook rule. You'll do fine. But if you do some wonky crap, you're going to die. Now he's random. This sucks. Okay, playing random sucks. And because when you're playing random, you actually have to SCV scout. When I mean SCV scout, scout at 13. So you know that you won't do stupid shit. Now he's playing random, so I don't know what he's doing, but I'm gonna go with my Reaper build anyway, so not a problem. Because he's the guy who won the first GSL for dealer. So you get your barracks at 12. That part does not change. Because we're opening up Reaper, we need to open up with 12 gas. Because he's random, I do have to SCV scout, so I don't do like a retarded transition. I personally don't like versing randoms. They shouldn't even be allowed. And then you're gonna have an SCV scout. Just to confirm what race he is at. But he's Terran, so it doesn't matter. So good news, he scouted. So, with like last game, we're going to do the same build. Reactor. And get a command center whenever you can. Start scouting what the hell he's doing. He's getting a factory. So if you look at my factory, I'm getting my factory slower than he is, right? So he's going to do the medevac timing push first. So I'm going to leave my units to high ground earlier as a response. I have to leave my units to high ground earlier because if I don't, I might die. Now I need to know what kind of what kind of play he's doing. So I need to be defensive. The guy who gets the starport first is the guy who is being the offensive player. So in the worst case scenario, I'm going to need an engineering bay a lot earlier. So there's no expansion play, which is completely natural. And he started second gas too. So I don't need my engineering bay. If he had a starport right away, or an armory maybe, I would have to get my... I would have gotten to get my my engineering bay right away. In case of Cloak Banshee, in case of Hellbat drops, things like that. But he could still drop me, right? So we gotta have to keep that in mind at least. Still need a bunker up front. then I'm gonna get a Viking. Because I know he got a fast start put, right? So I need to prepare that as a response. Get that? There we go. And then I put my units to high ground here. I forgot my engineering base, which is bad. Not engineering base, my supply depot. That's really bad by me. That's really, really bad. So I see that he has units coming, right? So I need to prepare. So it's a game of multitask from this point on. So I need to prepare for his drop play. I should put a turret just in case. So, and then units that had the high ground here. See? His wooden mine was right here. I gotta kill that. But his medevac got hurt. If you saw. Ah, land. So this is what I mean about putting units to high ground. If we didn't do that, then we'd have died that with a mine drop. And thanks to this Reaper here that's alive, it still tells us like everything. And I get the hell out. Free trade. I'm happy with that. Oh yeah. Leave units by high ground by default. Just in case if I lost the tower. Because I lost the tower temporarily, right? So I need to be cautious of that. I should grab my own towers though. Map vision is the key, so I don't need to defend at like the most useless of positions. Get 2 more barracks, armory, and engineering bay. And just keep macroing until then. Start your upgrades whenever you can. And reactors right away. Let's remember that medevacs are not healers for the time being. Now, if I didn't have these watchtowers, I have to go all the way around. But because I have the watchtower, I can take a big shortcut. So that's going to be very, very helpful. We place our defense with this. Get a second factory whenever you can.